Hello, this is Alan Crutch with Fuse-Autotech. Today we're going to take a look at Fuse Transact. Transact is our in-store application that allows you to sell and finance a car from one screen. So let's start and pick out a vehicle at this Toyota dealership. Let's find a Tacoma. And let's try this one right here. So when we move into the main screen, the first thing that the salesperson and client will do is put in the correct address. And I'm going to put in my address here in Bozeman, Montana, and that'll get the correct fees and taxes for my address. We can look up a trade, either whether I own the trade or I have a lease vehicle that I'm either turning in or applying towards the purchase. Not going to enter one right now. Then we could select the type of transaction. So we could have a lease or a finance transaction or cash. I'm going to stick with the lease. Right now, we're defaulting to a sign and drive lease, zero money out of pocket. I could change that and either enter in a specific amount, say $2,000 total out of pocket, or there are some convenient defaults. I could say, give me 10% down, or maybe I just want my first payment and the applicable fees. So we could select on any type of lease. I'm going to stick with a sign and drive, no money out of pocket. You'll see that Fuse Transact is term agnostic. Right now we have the term set on lowest payment. So it's finding the best payments from the dealer's lenders, regardless of term. In this case, US Bank, the best term for a lease payment is 48 months. You can see Toyota, their lowest payment would be at 36 months. If I decide that I would like a specific term, I can then just select that and it'll give me all of the best payments based on that term. We can adjust the leased mileage and I can estimate my credit score, let's say excellent, or I can do a soft pull and get a very accurate payment based on credit information. We can look at protection products. I'm going to say this worry-free lease has some nice features. I'm going to add that and save it. My payment is recalculated. We can do the same thing with accessories, and I can review. Oh, looks like Ally has a rebate that's already been automatically applied. I could look at some other rebates here, and those are conditional, and perhaps add those. Now, a Toyota college grad rebate certainly isn't going to work with this Ally transaction, but let's see what happens when I add this. That might affect my Toyota payment. So we add the college grad. Of course, it didn't affect my Ally payment, but it did reduce my Toyota payment to $505. Very interesting. Okay, I think we've got everything set up the way that I'd like to own this car. Let's review. Right now, we're looking at basically all of the numbers that need to be disclosed. It's zero due at signing, $492 a month. And then we've got all of the other figures in here, plus a little marketing message from the dealer. Time to start the credit application and lease this truck. So I'll just automatically fill in the data here. It looks like Raven Waters is my alias today. And we'll fill in residence, employer. I have another opportunity to add in a trade. I'm not going to do that. Put in my insurance amount, any other vehicle information, and we're almost done. I've got a review screen here to see everything that I've entered. Looks correct. And now I want to sign this credit application. So probably a few things we've got to sign in here. Let's look. We can add a signature. And yep, regulations require that we sign off on a few things here. And we're moving through. We've got them all. Okay. We're going to go ahead and confirm, continue, submit that application. So right now, the credit application is being submitted and we're looking for a decision. Haha, credit is approved. We're going to get one more chance to look at protection products. And so, you know, I don't know that I need a vehicle service contract, but let's look at the car care. We've got paint protection, fabric protection. That looks pretty good. I'm going to add that. And then let's save and go on to signing. Right now I can upload documents. So I can put in a driver's license. If there's a stipulation of proof of residence, proof of income, proof of employment, I can upload those. Or if there's something else that the lender or dealer requires, we can upload that straight away. But let's just move ahead. And now Fuse is creating the contracts required for my lease. We've got everything in progress here. Just imagine how long it might take a finance manager to ready those contracts. Hey, they're all ready for signing. Let's start. Okay, so we've got a credit application. Going to want to sign that. Service contract disclosure, you bet, sign that. And yet another product price and payment disclosure, we've got that. No one is surprised at the number of documents you got to sign to lease a car. Moving through them here rather quickly. Of course, with your customer, you're going to slow down and disclose and explain what they're signing. Got a WIO or a due bill. And conditional delivery, I guess we want one of those. All of these documents can be custom configured for the dealership. If there's certain things that a dealer wants to add, we put those in the document pack, plus all of the legal agreements for the contracts. All right. We're waiting for contract approval. So we've just leased a car, it looks like. So let's take a peek here. Let's go back and leave the deal. And there's Raven Waters. That was my alias. Let's go over here and look at the deal jacket and see what we've created. Here is the structure of the deal. And it's got all of our fees in here. It's got the reserve amount of $913. We've got the credit application. We've got a list of documents that we could review if we wanted to. We could take let's take a look at the WIO. Okay, nothing owed, that's fine. So we've got everything here in the deal jacket, including the structure. We've got a finance source ID, and if we had been connected to an actual dealer, you would see the DMS ID or deal number as we integrate with the DMS. So that's a quick tour of Fuse Transact. Thanks so much for being with me, and it looks like we did that in, gee, just a little under 10 minutes.